At the Long Beach Expo on June 4, 2010, we captured a rare numismatic convergence that's sure to delight all fans of Pioneer Gold coins. Donald Kagin and David McCarthy of Kagin's and PCGS founder David Hall got together for a fascinating discussion of Pioneer Gold with the magnificent Fall River collection as the backdrop. Now please join us as Don, David, and David reconstruct the story of Pioneer Gold using the Fall River collection as examples of the historic coinage.
Okay, I'm David Hall. I'm speaking to you from the floor of the Long Beach Coin Show here in the first week of June 2010. I have with me Don Kagin and David McCarthy, and it's been PCGS's privilege to grade an incredible collection of Pioneer, or some people call it territorial, but Pioneer gold coins, about 30 coins. The Pioneer gold is one of the rarest areas in all of United States numismatics.
Well, they actually belong to one of our clients, and we get vicarious pleasure out of putting together collections for our clients. It's been a thrill. And like you said, we've handled some of these coins 2 or 3 times in the past. And they tell a story. They tell the story of the opening of the West, of the gold rushes, of the 3 distinct gold rushes that happened in our nation, that where it necessitated individual ingenuity to melt down the gold dust and create a medium of exchange at a time that there wasn't enough to satisfy the needs of a growing and undeveloped country.
Most of the Pioneer coins, or a lot of them, come from California, but we also have coins from Oregon. I hope that Don will tell us about the Mormon gold coins. We had an East Coast gold rush, North Carolina, Georgia. These coins, there's so many great pieces in this collection, and the rarity is just so outstanding. My eye is immediately drawn to the 1849 Mormon $10 gold piece. One of the few I've ever seen in my 40-year career.
The first gold coins privately issued, not only from the California Gold Rush, and the first gold coin struck west of the Mississippi River in our country, was this coin right here, the $10 Mormon gold piece.
Can you tell us a little about Oregon, and also about these 2 coins in general, because they're such fabulous condition, and both the 5 and 10 are very rare.
I'll be happy to do that. The first immigrants to California to mine the gold dust were from Oregon, and they brought it back to Oregon, the gold dust, and again they needed a medium of exchange, so they melted it down and made these $5 and $10 gold pieces. Originally it was going to be by the government, which was a provisional government, but later it became a territory just before they were able to make the coin. So it became, many of the people involved in the politics in the government left and created the Oregon Exchange Company, and they issued these coins under the Oregon Exchange Company instead of the actual territory of Oregon, although they did put TO and OT on to designate as the territory of Oregon.
I think over the past 7 or so years, we've probably handled more Oregon pieces than anyone by a factor of 10. And of all of the pieces that we've handled over the years, this 5 is probably one of the 3 finest that we've ever seen. The 10 is the finest in private hands as far as we're aware. It has just absolutely phenomenal surfaces. It has the luster of a fully uncirculated coin. It's just a little bit flatly struck, and where it hasn't been struck, there's no luster, and hence the grade of AU58 plus.
We have from the Colorado Gold Rush, we have 2 very famous coins, Clark Gruber and Company, Pikes Peak gold coins. There's a 10 and the very, very rare 20. So Don, can you fill us in a little bit about what happened in Colorado around 1860?
They wanted a picture of the iconic Pikes Peak on the coins to represent it was from Denver, but the die maker was from Philadelphia, so he'd never seen Pikes Peak. So originally he made some patterns that looked like just triangles. That was rejected. Then they made a mountain, but it doesn't look anything like Pikes Peak. So although they were beautiful to us today, They were rejected a year later in 1861. They went to a new die of what looks like regular federal U.S. coinage.
Interestingly, the first gold rush really wasn't in California or Colorado. It was on the East Coast. So you want to talk a little about the Beckler coiners?
Well, not just Beckler, but Templeton Reed was the first private gold coiner in 1830. Most people don't realize that our nation's first gold rush was in southern Appalachia, in North Carolina and Georgia, because it was so small compared to the California gold rush. But that's where it started, and in 1830, a man by the name of Templeton Reed, he came up with the idea, the first one to melt down the gold dust from the first gold rush in America and make these Templeton Reed $2.50 gold pieces. Pretty simple design, but it did the trick. Name of Christopher Beckler Sr., his son August, and his nephew Chris Jr. Started issuing coins and made sure that they were very, very circumspect about how much gold was in there. So they had a lot of credibility. They made $1, $2.50, and $5 gold pieces, and they were so good about the amount of gold they put in that some of them even traded during the Civil War.